What's up guys, welcome back. Pot of Disparity, it's the new pot of, well, I can't really call it Pot of Greed, but it's a new pot. And it's much better than I expected. It's kind of like a combination between both Pot of Duality and Pot of Extravagance. Then again, this card has the advantage over Extravagance that you can pick the cards you banish. And that's obviously much different compared to the regular Pot of Extravagance. And on top of that, you know, you can just excavate either the top 3 or top 6 cards, depending on how many cards you banished face down of your extra deck or from your extra deck, and then look at them and then pick one card. The rest of the cards will be put to the bottom of the deck. And again, that's quite solid. I mean, if you're like a combo-oriented deck and you can miss some cards in your extra deck, then this card is definitely quite solid. I'm going with Cyber Dragons. It has been a while, right? I mean, a couple of years ago when like Cyber Dragons got more support and then, you know, tried them out back then. But now, pretty much like a standard build, I guess. I'm not really sure how standard Dragoon is here in the build, but I mean, you're somewhat main-decking a couple of dead cards being the double normals, but I think it's justified because of Dragoon. But yeah, anyway, this new pot, I mean, I pretty much always excavate or, you know, like banish 6 from the extra deck. Which cards? Most of the time it will be like Pleiades. Yeah, Pleiades is still there. I think it's needed. Maybe one Rampage, then Linkuriboh, the third one, and then a couple of the fusions like Makaba, both Camera Techs, and then, you know, I mean, yeah, both fusions, both Fortress and Camera Tech, and Mega Fleet, I wanted to say. So that's 6. Most of the time those will be the cards that I will banish, and then, you know, like excavate 6 cards and then pick one of them. And because of like, you know, how strong both like a core and duplication is in the deck, it just gives your deck more chances to dig in for those non-searchable combos. So again, any deck that's not really or was already using Extravagance might seem that this card is better compared to Extravagance. Depends. I mean, maybe you should run both. I mean, why not, right? But yeah, anyway, yeah, okay, yeah, the extra deck does need, I mean, okay, 15 cards, right? Anyway, so going second against Shadows, Guild Darkrai is 3 pluses, but still you're paying like 6k life points, and that's a lot. Then again, I mean, you can end with like a very solid board in case of Shadows like Winda, and here in this case, I think the Avramax is lurking in the background, so I can play around it. I mean, Cyber Dragons and Mega Fleet is there to, you know, force out potential Masquerena. Double Hearts, that's not that fantastic, so Pot of Disparity. Okay, going for emergency first, drop the Cyber Dragon, the regular one, and then Core. Maybe forcing out the Fusion, you know, the Schism is set as well. I mean, that's the name, right? The Fusion trap that basically puts the Winda there, a potential construct, and then sends the same type from your opponent to the graveyard. So again, banish 6, excavate 6, I'm not really sure which card I'm eventually going to get. I believe it's going to be the Impermanence or Blossom. Yeah, okay, both are fine since the Winda. Oh, right. Winda was already face up on the field, so I don't think because the Windshield Doll was special summoned because of Crush Sheep. Yeah. Okay, so no Masquerena, and again, obviously I'm going to attack over Masquerena first, and then over Winda, and then go from there. But this is all cool. Okay, yeah, the Schism, the trap card is activated, but I still have a couple of follow-up plays with Nova going for Infinity, but oh, okay, this is game. Yeah, indeed. Dragoon is going to burn the last damage, so a bit of an anti-climax, but I mean, that's Guild Darkrai, right? Okay, you're getting a lot of pluses from it, but it puts you at like Dragoon burn damage, or, you know, Dragoon TK. Anyway, so normal summon core, try to get a plus, when you got a couple of pluses, right, also with machine duplication, and that's the thing with Pot of Disparity. Maybe I should have used it first. I mean, there are opponents that, you know, will like blossom, like your Pot of Disparity, right, so, but I'm not sure. I mean, who's going to Ice Blossom that? So anyway, drop the Galaxy Soldier, getting a beneficial surge also with Hertz, getting back the core from the graveyard, I think, yeah. Nova indeed. Should be going for the Monster Reborn. Yeah, indeed. Okay, going for Hurt. So again, I will be detaching it really soon to potentially get an extra search right. There is already an Ash Blossom forced out, so I was like, okay, I should be in a good position. So here is where maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have used like Impermanence, right? Because again, yeah, the link to the BA link, you know which one I mean, is still a face up on the field, and maybe Impermanence could have stopped that, right? That's the thing, right? I mean, I was like, okay, let's keep Impermanence for the access code target, but then I was like, eventually, wait, I can't use that, right? So that was my mistake, but I don't think that at any point here, if I would have used Impermanence, maybe on the Bardish, Lithium maybe. Yeah, whatever. I mean, okay, I'm eventually going to use it on like Bardish's popping effect when the Break Sword is a special summon, but it's not going to matter since again the Exos Kotaker will just hit the board, attack over Dragoon and pop the Infinity eventually, and then, you know, attack in for some damage. And there isn't really something I can top deck. Is Core still in the graveyard? Okay, Core is still there. Nexter eventually hits the board also, but it will be meant by Fogblade. If it wasn't for Fogblade, I might have had a comeback ready because of Overflow as well. But yeah, but that's the thing, right? With the new Phantom Knights as well from Phantom Rage, you know, the deck is definitely very strong and top tier contender. Going to Surge a Fusion, but it's not going to matter too much. Rusty Barges is a free special summon off of the trap cards, the PK trap cards that is, and again, yeah, I mean, another Break Sword. That's more than enough to attack for the game. So again, going first, this opening hand is quite decent, not the best, since again, no core. But I mean, that's how it is. I have to work with the cards I have at least I have access to. So I'm going for the fusion, since again that puts up like another Hertz in the graveyard, and most importantly a core, which I can potentially get back with Hertz. So again, going for Anaconda. I'm only playing one Anaconda in the extra deck. I might add in a second one, but again, Pleiades I think is needed. Reason you will see within the next couple of moments. So the first negation is indeed forced out by the Impermanence, and using Hertz to get back the core that eventually makes Dragoon alive, because I do up to, you know, like keep Nibiru just in case. I mean, you're playing against a deck that can pump out multiple extenders, and, you know, eventually going for something like Healthy Fibrex to get their combo started. So that's why I kept Nibiru, and I needed it. Dolphin is indeed going to hit the board, giving my opponent the information that I do have indeed Nibiru in hand, but I don't think there is a way to play around it. Well, yeah, I mean, I do opt to go for, you know, like drop it now, prevent my opponent from going for like, what's it called, the Herald, but then again, I don't think there was any follow-up play after that, right? So, but yeah, anyway, so going for Nibiru, and okay, lure out the force out the attack, I guess, because again I have the core in the graveyard, and Disparity was a sweet top deck into Rev system. That's, I think, everything I could ask for, and I still have like 3 cards in my extra deck, one of them being Pleiades. This is again one of the reasons why I still like it. Cybering Infinity won't work, if I'm not mistaken, since you can't attach it. So that's why Pleiades is still there, and, you know, I mean, you can interrupt things during your opponent's turn as well. Okay. The big gear feed is searched out. It won't be able to be dropped during this turn, and during next turn that might be game for my opponent, but the core, the core was a sweet top deck, and, you know, Cyberload Fusion pumps out the fusion Rampage with its 3 attacks, and that's indeed exactly, well, 50 life points, but exactly game with a 3 attacks. So a cool one, some nice top decks, right? But the new pot definitely came in clutch. Going second, last example against super degenerate deck, super ignorant deck. But I mean, that's how it is. Eldritch and Numeron package also. Ash Blossom is cool. Drop the Cyber Dragon, no monster effects or no effects I can activate, so I'm just going to pass. Sadly, I can't use Ash Blossom because of, you know, the Utopic Zexal. Otherwise, I would have been in a very sweet position, but nope, that's not the case. Nibiru is still there, even though not the greatest here. Ash Blossom is still lurking in the background. Another pot. Okay, pot is sweet. Banish 6. Might have been a bit too much, but still, okay, 6 cards. Not really sure which ones, or which one. I think my standard 6 that I mentioned before. So the core is met by the impermanence, and okay, this is not a strong machine duplication because core's effect is negated, but still extra machines on the field is always quite nice. Nexter being dropped to the field is again to be met by another effect negation card, and okay, that's cool. Going for Anaconda, but again, okay, we knew it was there. It's going to be met by impermanence, I think, not really sure. I think so. Again, not sure about that, but it's going to be put face up in the, you know, spell and trap card. So normal summon a core, and again another effect negation. I mean, how many hand traps, disruptions can you have? Search Nexter, but I don't think there's a, you know, there's an affinity or a Nova in there, so I can't capitalize on that. And here is why I think I'm losing the duel. Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think I'm forced to use my my Link's effect, you know, doubling the attack, and well, yeah, okay, the field spell is yeah, and network again, you know, like going for the not sure about the correct name, but I'm basically on a timer. I need to destroy the field spell here, otherwise it's pretty much going to be game over. And the Foolish is actually a good top deck, sending Hertz to the graveyard, getting back core, normal summon core, using the effect to search the, indeed, the fusion spell, get Rampage, and well, basically threaten my opponents. Since again, with the 3 attacks, this should be exactly game, but we know the Sanguine is there to, you know, special summon the Golden Lord Eldritch directly from the deck, and okay, I kinda prevented my opponent from, you know, like, getting out a big monster burn damage and go from there, but it's not going to matter too much. Eldritch is just too big of a package. Ignorant deck, it can do so much, right? So many resources it can still keep, even though it's, you know, playing cards. But that's how it is. The new pot is definitely very solid, a very good card. It will definitely be a new secret, right? But yeah, it's going to be one of those cards that if you're playing a deck that has the ability to play Extravagance, you might want to pick up this card as well. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.